The first thing that we are going to see is how to use Google Sheet with the help of the AI, right? So let me just quickly share my screen. And as you can see, there is some data in front of you, which is there in the Google Sheet. So this is a Google Sheet. This is not my Excel. This is a Google Sheet, which has various kind of data present for us, right? At the same time, if you can see, there is one Ask Gemini feature. So this is a new feature that has been embedded in Google Sheets. Now, if I want to have, maybe for example, this is a sales data. So if I want to have total sales, okay, total sales, I need to actually manually create the formulas in this sheet, right? I need to manually create the formulas, and that's how I'm going to get the result. What if I don't want to create a manual formula? I just want to ask Gemini how I can create a formula, right? So let me just cut short the data for you so that you can understand it better. So let me just copy this data and create a new spreadsheet, and we'll just use this small data. So smaller data will help us do all the calculation with the help of Gemini. So now let us just name it as 1, right? Now here Google Sheet also works like Excel, but we have to actually write the formulas manually, right? For example, if I want to sum this, so I need to create a sum formula which can help me sum the fields, right? So 61,000 is the sum. Now, for example, I am very new. I don't know how to use the formulas. Okay, I need some help. So I can ask Gemini. Okay, so once you click on Ask Gemini, and it is an inbuilt feature, there is no extension that you need to put. You just need to ask, what do you want to do? So now see, there are various suggestions. Teach me how to create a formula, and more suggestions also. So for example, if I want to create a formula, right now in my data, so I have data which has row ID, order ID, right? I have segment also. Okay, so I have segment. Now if I want, or maybe I also have city. So if I want to have total of this sales only when the city is Paris. Okay, how can I do that? I can ask AI to create a formula like this. So I'll just go on to create a formula. So once I click on create a formula, it actually gives me a prompt. Okay, this is called prompt. So create a formula to count the number of empty values in column A. So this is how you need to, this is just a sample. This is how you need to write your prompt. Okay, so let us just delete it. I'll just write create a formula which can give me sales for the city Paris. Let us just try this. Okay, let us just try this, right? I'll just put these sales in inverted commas so that it can actually identify what column I am talking about, right? Let us see whether it gives me the formula or not. Okay, if it doesn't give me, then I'm going to try something else. So as of now, I've just written a simple prompt. Okay, so see, it is giving me a filter formula, right? So it is giving me a filter formula, but let us see whether it works or not. Okay, so I'm just copying this formula. Somewhere I am just pasting this formula. Now see, it says S. So S column, see, automatically it has taken S column as my sales because it understands the data. It has actually identified this sales column, right? But here, see, it has also identified the city. So can you see how smart this AI is? It has actually identified my columns also, right? And it has also identified the text. But here I need to be very exact with the text that I write. Let us just enter it. So see 1869. So if I see here, if I just go and test it, so let me just create a filter. If I create a filter on, for example, just clear it and create a filter on Paris. Okay. So see Paris, the number is coming exactly the same, right? Can you see this? This is how, even after knowing, see, I did not know what is filter, what is this formula. Okay. It has actually given me the exact formula taking into account my data, right? And at the same time, you don't even need to tell the system, tell the AI that, look, my data, you don't have to tell the AI that my data is in this column. Okay. In in Google Analytics, the best part is the AI understands the data by itself. You need not mention it. It was just a simple prompt and it has actually given me the results. Okay. So Google Gemini is very, very important, which tool which can be used in your day-to-day life in Google Sheets.